everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of Season A Letter to the Future. Last time we left off, I remember being confused about some things in my journal. Remember that. Oh, this is backwards. I don't need to go this way because, yeah, there's the little birdie. So let's go up here. Oh, yeah, the fruit farm thing. I never did go finish checking out the fruit farm. Okay, let's go up here. We'll figure out some of the stuff we're missing in other areas soon, I am sure. Alright, what's up here? I want to see this. Are these like the things where you like leave little, wishes on here, and then it's kind of what it looks like. Ancient tree. Wait, this is where the journal should be buried, right? Correct? They said huge tree near the farm, but are they talking about the fruit orchard, or I have to imagine they're talking about the farm that actually had like the cows and stuff. Unless it's here. Oh, I thought that was the tree. I thought this was the tree. I didn't even bother looking up. That's just one of the roots. I thought it, continued up. Oh my god. Okay, wow. This is really an ancient tree. Okay. There's the journal. In my opinion, we should learn from his mistakes. Harpic is like a musical instrument. You play a note on it and create a reverberation. The frequency of sound impacts the frequency of our brainwaves. My opinion, we should learn from his mistakes. The frequency of the sound impacts the frequency of our brainwaves. So our brainwaves play more, the more of these there are? Interesting.
The Grey Hands have a lot of this stuff now. For better or for worse.
Yeah, I can't quite tell if they have the best intentions in mind or not. You know? I did say they seemed kind of militaristic in a lot of their uniform and iconography and things, and someone portraying themselves as a benevolent organization that's trying to bring everyone together but actually wants to subjugate people is not an unheard of thing. I don't want to think about that being what it is, but...
looks diseased in this painting.
This is a very cute little reading nook, I must say. Hello? Tomb Matura.
The bird stole a small trinket. I left the bird its prize, but maybe I can learn more about the locket.
Like, do you mean there was more to see there? Or do you mean we'll find something else about the locket later? Apparently the inspiration is already available for this place. What a phenomenal location. My god, I would live here. It's so pretty. Grave. Oh, it's probably... Is this Matroya's grave? May the buried memories and emotions of the valley heal this tree.
The tree looks healthy. The ritual must have worked.
Oh. Did people offer up their memories in the form of lockets or other kinds of memories to heal the tree? Because, yeah, I mean, it looks better. Also, still a giant tree. Good my. Like, wow. Wow, it is big. Oh, wait. Those are good sounds. Those are good sounds. Not technically the water. I wanted the bugs, too. Still good noises right there. Talk about phenomenal location. My god. Like, holy beautiful. I'm getting a little bit far away from my bike here too, but it feels wrong to ride my bike on tree roots, so... I don't know, I'm trying to avoid that. But let's look at the journal page. Found in a birdhouse. Put that right there. Can I maybe get the text? Yeah, scale? There we go, that's good. Found in a birdhouse. That looks nice. Ancient tree. Let's kind of frame that like right there. Okay. Mineral that can affect the mind. Let's make sure we add... Yes. This is going to possibly be a kind of cluttered page,
This
but...
valley is so different than my village, but both places have an enormous tree watching over them. This tree will pass in the flood. What will be the end of the tree in Cairo?
This tree will pass in the flood. Have they mentioned that the next season is probably going to be a flood? I think they did early on. Let's see, I kind of want to put it like right here. Let's see if we can scale you up a little bit. I don't know, that looks kind of stupid. Can we like rotate it to make it look slightly nicer? Ideally, I would just go get another picture of the tree, one that's like actually more zoomed in on the subject. But we can have like 2 pictures here. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, a little bit better. I like the root kind of looking like it's coming out of the other bit of the page there. Yeah, and then that kind of looks like it's going into the tree. I like that visual. That's nice. Let's put you with our sound bite that we got of the water. And then we need like a little something down there in the bottom corner. Something like this. Yeah. Not my best work, but honestly, I haven't had a lot of good work. Quite frankly. I mean, I can't sit here and design a journal page in an LP for however long it would take me to feel comfortable with it. They also say when actual artists are doing art, you know, usually it's never perfect to them. At some point they just have to, you know, let it out into the world, imperfections and all, because art is about imperfections. So, give me my bike, please. I would like to bike out of here. Oh, they won't even let me get on the bike here, because I think it's RT to hop on, but yeah. I couldn't ride my bike on that even if I wanted. Yeah, they wait until you get out here. Okay, so what was this way again? Is this where I came from? I think it is. Yes. Yes, it is. Let's turn it around. Alright. And actually go to the fruit farm, I guess? Let's just go through the little fence there. Good little sitting spot. Somebody's got some sort of alcohol right there. And yes, the goats have broken out of the fence with no one here to redo it. Here, that's one of the worst parts of farming and ranching and things like that is, yeah, the creatures will break out of their fence a lot, and then you have to go fix it, and usually you have to hunt them down to see where they went, and usually farms have a lot of space, so there could be many places that they went, and yeah. Ooh, that looks beautiful over there, though. Oh, and then they have their own little pond. What in the world? Person. Oh, I love your bandana.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
You said we had until midnight. I'm not ready to leave. Look at all this.
Can I help you?
Wait a minute. A cute outfit, a bicycle.
Yeah, I'm not Greyhand. I got a cute outfit.
You're not a greyhound. What a relief. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just assumed because who else would be... What are you doing here?
I'm recording and studying the valley.
You're really cutting it close. I guess I'm doing research here on the lawn. I'm studying my own life. Welcome to Tiang Valley. You should have been here a week ago when the evacuation started. Almost everyone is gone now.
Where are they going?
You noticed, I hope, that the valley is going to be flooded. The Greyhands are taking us to live in the Radiant City.
Oh, wait, no, that was it. It wasn't that the next season is going to be a flood. The whole thing with the valley and why they have to evacuate it is it's going to be flooded because, like, the dam is going to break, I believe.
Look!
Ew. I don't know that I want to live there. One, they look super ugly, and it looks like the top one is probably a penthouse suite, probably for the rich.
See how they put the dimensions on the back? I recreated
I
our
did not.
apartment here, on the lawn.
Hmm.
This is the space we have to work with, to live in.
Wow, you're really planning it out.
I'm trying to really imagine what it'll be like.
I mean, we're looking at houses, so we've been doing a very similar thing recently. I'm guessing that area over there with, like, the quilt on the ground is like a balcony?
We're going from a big farm to one room,
Yeah.
and we need to be packed by tonight. I already packed for myself and my son, but my husband Yuri is a little harder to pack for because he passed away recently.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I can't bring all his things. It's not realistic. His stuff is still, it's all here.
Woof. I know about that. Wow.
It's okay. You said you're here to study the valley? My Yuri was doing the same thing. We can do this. Just need to decide.
Wow. And there's your son. Life on the lawn. That Yuri?
Yuri learned to paint from our neighbor, Matiora.
Oh, I found the
He
locket.
painted all 3 of these. This is a self-portrait he did. Kind of intense, right? He was more handsome than that. I wish he could have seen himself the way I saw him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, body dysmorphia and all that. Nobody ever sees themselves the way others see themselves.
He was really lovely. Just occasional dark moods from his work. This is his portrait of me. We got into a fight over it. What's that supposed to mean? You just splatter some paint on the canvas and put my name on it?
No, there's some things to read into with that, and I honestly, rather than just doing like a self-portrait, having like it's almost like a mood board of just the various, like, the vibe or feelings that you get from a person. I would find that even sweeter.
He said it was my essence.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Do you think it looks like me?
I don't know you well enough yet.
He painted this for Kochi. Some kind of private joke between the two of them. I don't get it.
I mean, it looks like Kochi wants to be the leader of
We
something.
were both interested in the war and how it ended. I'm not. I just pray nothing like that will ever happen again.
I mean, I can understand not being interested in it, but it is important to keep those things in mind so you don't repeat the same mistakes, at least.
Which painting should I take with me?
Kochi and the soldiers, his self-portrait, Yuri's portrait of you. For me, I mean, I think the portrait of you and his self-portrait are the most important. But it kind of comes across of, you know, because the thing that people always talk about with loss is you start to forget the face of the people that you've lost. So having a self-portrait of him would be very useful. And it was kind of how he saw himself. But given that I have a camera and photography clearly exists in this world, I'm going to hope you have actual pictures of yourself and him, possibly together. So I feel like maybe his portrait of you, because it's something you could learn to appreciate more and more as time goes on, and possibly see the little intricacies of what he was talking about when he said he painted your essence.
Yes, you're right. For better or worse. This is how he saw me. deep in his mind. Maybe someday I'll understand it.
Sometimes, it's hard to understand each other's minds because our minds are all so different.
Maybe someday I will look at this painting and see him seeing me.
Oh, that was sweet. That was very sweet. This whole section is just interesting.
I've packed my essential clothes. I don't know what to do with these. This was Yuri's best suit. Maybe when Kochi grows up, it'll fit him. That's a long time away, though. My island dress. I
That's
made
such a
this
cute
for our
dress.
trip to the islands, the trip we never took.
That is a very cute
It
dress.
was based on a photo of a seaside Azan dance. The hours I spent on this. These are some of Yuri's clothes from when he was a kid. I thought Kochi could wear them, but he says they're itchy. So what's the use? But to throw them away, he was a little boy. He would put these clothes and go to school. He grew up. Oh, God, this hurts a little. Okay.
Looking at this practically, there's no guarantee that Kochi, when he grows up, is even going to have the same body type as Yuri, and usually you want these things tailored, and you could fix that, but I don't know if you would have the ability to. The island dress is something you made. I don't really feel like you want that. But ooh. The fancy suit, the island dress, or the kids' clothing. Honestly, I feel like this is they have a limited amount of space, so I'm going to have to leave some stuff behind, and I feel like these clothes might be the best options. If I was going to say bring something, I would say bring something that he wore a lot that kind of like had his scent, I guess, like I think of like a hoodie or something. Or some kind of clothing that he always wore. The island dress, I just, and the fancy suit, I'll leave it all behind.
It's true. We don't need any of these. They're already collecting dust here. All right. This is going well. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning.
Who?
How could I have forgotten? Now, where did I put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning.
Yeah, he seems important.
When someone dies and you're in mourning, you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's supposed to remind you of your regrets. It's a religious thing.
Tale from Prismatic Grounds. Hi. Cool hat. Cool comic? Okay, that's
Our
fair.
old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word.
Oh. Damn, those are some big ass bicycle wheels. That feels big. That feels big to support a cart? Huh. Okay. This is a nice little area, just getting to relive kind of the memories with these characters. The tub can stay. I think I don't think the tub has to go.
These are Yuri's books. They're pretty heavy.
Books seem very important in a time like this. The Prism of Yesterday. Yeah.
This is an old religious book, The Prism of Yesterday. He didn't like to talk about his faith. I haven't read it much. Maybe there's a part of him in these pages. A part I never understood, that I could still glimpse. Maybe he would want me to keep this one. But I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. Yuri found this old tourist guide to the valley before we moved here. He was so excited, but this guide is really out of date. It's from way before the war. There's something optimistic about the colors they used. Yuri really wanted to take a trip to the archipelago together. We prepared for it a lot. Even taught ourselves a bit of the language from this book, but we never made the trip. It was always going to be soon, but it never happened.
I can relate to that.
Seems like the kind of thing no one does anymore. Which should I take with me?
I think the Ozan language book, personally, because you said the Tying Valley vacation, like, it would be good for memories, but you said it was out of date even when you two moved here. The religious book, it's like maybe, but you said it wasn't important to you, and, you know, faith is important for some people, but it's not a huge deal for me. And frankly, I just don't super love organized religion in general. I don't really think that's what this game potentially has going on, but organized religion in general is very different to me than like spirituality or personal faith in various things. But like having someone in a pulpit basically like telling you what you're supposed to believe and what you're supposed to do, that's kind of the things I usually dislike and take umbrage with, just historically and for what they do these days as well. Not to say that is all of them, but just historically, and a lot of them, you know, do these things, push these ideas on people rather than letting them come to their own conclusions and think for themselves, which I feel is important. So I think the Ozan language book is the one, because I think that would be, if you could, a fantastic trip to take with your child. So your husband never got to go, but you and your child can go to kind of celebrate his memory. And also I just think keeping language alive, like, that's a good book to have, you know, especially in a world where some books may be lost. For your son to learn, it seems rare in case you travel to the islands. I mean, let's say that.
Yeah. Kochi and I could still go sometime.
Exactly.
Yuri would be so happy if he knew we were there together.
Exactly.
I suppose I'll be leaving the other two behind.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're heavy. But would you want to take one with you?
Now, see, the religious text is interesting because, anthropologically speaking, like, keeping a potentially not popular or dead religion alive is important, but the Taiying tourist guide would also be very important because, yeah, it's a view into the Taiying Valley before the war, and this place is about to be wiped out. I'm going to assume the religion is still around, but Taiying Valley is about to be gone, so as much information as we can have about Taiying Valley and what it was seems incredibly important.
Oh yeah. You're the last Tiang Valley tourist. You deserve it.
That was a big-ass book that just disappeared into my pack. My pack just got a lot heavier.
Let's see how this is going so far. We'll remember Yuri's dream of going to the islands. I'll remember the way Yuri saw my essence. I think we're almost there. Let's just look a little more.
I'm so happy I could help with this. This is a fantastic thing that's going on here.
I went
Pictures.
through all our old photos.
Yeah. You should just take all of these. There's no way they can take up that much
Forgetting.
space.
I love that view. Have you been up there? By the entrance to the shrine?
Not yet.
You really should go see it when it opens. It's just across the river and up the hill. The doors to the shrine open when the sun goes down. The monk is still in there. I hope he'll evacuate. That's Matiora. She lives east of here, out in the woods by the river.
Ah, the Witch of the Woods?
She said she'll evacuate, but she's still here.
I found her
It
locket.
makes me nervous, but I can't complain. We're still here too.
Ask about her, ask about the father, ask about her boy. Father.
That's our Yuri. He worked on the trees, trying to cure them, but he got sick. He's
Well, he
buried
cured
out
the
in
tree.
Cemetery near here. We'll have to leave him behind. No choice on that. The past is such a heavy dream.
He'll stay where, you know, he wanted to be, and helping to restore the trees here and nurture the trees here for the future.
And I never remember my dreams. But when I wake up, There's a cloud of feelings the dream left behind. Then the day begins. I move around, and that trace disappears. I wonder if our memories of the valley will drift away like that.
Slip into the past. You can't live in the past. Hold on to the present. You can't do that either. Project them into the future.
Someday Kochi will be as old as his father was when he died. What will he remember?
The more stuff you keep, the more he'll be able to remember. The more memories you have of the important things. Tools?
Yuri built these tools to study the valley. They were his life's work, and they took his life away, too.
Yeah, I was thinking because he was working with the trees and working with the minerals and the flowers, that might have been what got him.
So what do I do with them? You can't buy tools like these. He made them. My husband didn't insult God, but maybe he stepped on his toe,
That's fine.
and his life went out of him.
How... that feels rough to ask. I'm so sorry.
The truth is, I'm relieved to leave this place.
As that makes sense, you can see him everywhere here. It makes sense that you wouldn't want to be here anymore.
Tiang Valley is not some preserved jar of, I don't know, culture. It's chaos. It's life. It's constantly changing.
That is a form of culture and important history in and of itself, though, but I can understand why you would want to get away from it.
They might be incredibly valuable to a scientist on the other side of the world. I don't know. I also hate them. I get you're a curious soul, but I forbid you from using them.
What do they do? This looks like a
I don't
tuning
care,
fork.
But he did. He gave his life trying to understand this world. I can't keep these tools, and I can't throw them away. There's even more of them, bigger ones, out at his work shed. Okay, I'm gonna turn away now. I want you to take them or throw them away. I don't want to know.
I'm going to take them.
All right, this is it.
Vintage suitcase. Look at that. Ah. Oh no, the demon. Oh, jeez. Oh.
I killed him. The demon of shame and mourning. What was I thinking bringing it along? What an awful tradition.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about it.
You still want to take a final tour of the valley?
I'm also realizing you put the
Let's
bike
put them
wheels...
back where they belong.
The bike wheels on that cart, not the big one. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, the only one that would have wheels that big for the other cart would be like a tandem bike. Oh, that was such a sweet chapter of this. Getting to see the human element in it. You know, and like how people are reacting to these things.
I know what I'll carry with me. It's something I couldn't leave behind if I tried. It couldn't be crushed, like the demon. It's too many layers deep. I'll carry the part of me that's gone. That's missing. But there's so much life left that flowers grow along its edges. Something like that.
Oh.
I'm glad you came to Tiang Valley today. Thank you for being there for me. I didn't realize how much I needed a stranger's ear. Now, there's no rush, but as you try to wrap your mind around this place, feel free to come ask me questions. I'll be right here until night comes.
Thank you. And I'm very happy I came here today too. I've been going through a lot of stuff recently, so that was just a really, really nice part of the game to see, quite frankly, and it came exactly when it needed to, so. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more